Hello. Welcome to Freedom Letsky Healing Arts. I'm your host, Frida, and I am the healing artist. Friends, I am so excited to see you today on this Hump Day Healing. Today I wanted to talk to you about holding a higher vibration. What am I even talking about? What is a high vibration? We are all existing in different energy frequencies. And I sort of think about it as like a radio, and you're tuning your radio station to what frequency, what energy vibration do you want to experience. And the higher vibrations are where those more aligned experiences, the juicy stuff, the happiness, that's where that good stuff lives, multisensory experiences. And those are in those higher vibrations, those higher frequencies. How do we get there? Is by following our joy, bliss, happiness, following the things that genuinely light us up inside. When we choose to do things and when we are on a path that is lighting us up, that is an indication that we are doing what our higher self, our soul, wants. That juice and meat is where we are going to really be finding the deliciousness in life, the stuff that feels really good. So a way to get there is to sort of like ask yourself, what brings you joy? What brings you happiness, bliss, fun? What do you really enjoy doing? And when you're in those states where you're really like getting lit up, then savoring those moments. Taking them and just really feeling into them and making them last. And that is going to be something that elevates your frequency. Now, this is practice. This doesn't just happen. This is something you're going to actively participate in through meditation, through noticing, through making choices that are like heck yeses to you and not doing things that you don't want to do. These are all ways that you're going to walk yourself closer and closer and closer to this living in this existence of a higher frequency, a higher vibration. So for today's Hump Day Healing, as a way to sort of alert you or get you noticing what some of these things might be for you, I thought it would be fun if we made a list of things that light you up. So what are the things that bring you joy? So you might want to get a paper and pencil, pen, and we're going to write down all of the things that really gas you up. What makes you feel good? What do you truly enjoy doing? And in looking at this list, it is going to help you walk towards the things in life that are going to help raise your frequency, help raise your vibration. So I've jotted down some things here that I would just share with you. These are things that bring me great amounts of joy. These are things that raise my vibration. They make me happy. I love new hiking shoes. So I have a certain brand of hiking shoes that I have used now for about 5 years. I'm on my probably 9th or 10th pair. I've had these shoes over and over again because when I find something that works for me, as long as they keep making it, just keep it coming. And I'll use 2 pairs a year. And as they come through, I save them and use them in different ways. So the brand new pair, that kind that I'm talking about that just totally lights me up with all of the thick tread on the bottom, those are the ones that I'm hitting the streets with. Those are the ones that I'm hitting the trail with. And then the next set down, the back of them might be a little bit broken down, or they have a lot less tread, so they're a little too slippy for the trails anymore. Those turn into shoes that I use in the mud. So those, I love walking in mud. That is a 10 for me. So I have a very favorite trail out here, Wildcat Canyon, and it, during the rainy season, is so muddy and so slippy and so slidey. I fall on my butt all the time in Wildcat Canyon, and I love it. It makes me crack up. So I have that pair of shoes that I can get my feet deep in the mud. It can squish all the way up over the top and just become these cakey clown shoes, ridiculous. that brings me a joy like a 10. I love squishing and walking in mud. And then as the shoes go from being the mud shoes, I usually like wash them off, and then there'll be a pair that like live in the garage, and those are the house shoes, gardening shoes. So those are the ones that I'll do like backyard projects in, or tamping down the dirt, or, working in the yard. And eventually, when those shoes are like eaten through, no tread, they're donezo, their last stop is to swimming in the water, swimming in the lake. So taking them to the lake and walking over the stones with them, or to the ocean. And they're like, that's their final stop. And then usually I would throw them away wet wherever I was. So I'm really using something to completion, but that new pair of hiking shoes that then becomes these shoes that just, last through a period of time. Making every bit, using them fully. Yeah, that brings me incredible amounts of joy. I love a full tank of gas. Even if my tank is like maybe 25% gone, I will go to the gas station, fill it up, and have a full tank of gas. I absolutely love that. I enjoy going to the gas station. I do not mind waiting in the line to get the gas. And then I like looking down and seeing that the little line is at full. And then I just really love monitoring it. I love driving and looking down and seeing full tank of gas. It makes me feel like I could go anywhere. The sky is the limit. It makes me feel expansive. I love having a full tank of gas. I love looking at roses. I love looking at roses. I love smelling roses. A lot of them don't have smells, so finding the ones that do, and then how each one smells different, each kind. I love holding a rose in my hands. I love taking my fingers and running them over the petals and feeling the energy of the rose. I love truly inspecting each one and each leaf and investigating them in a very sensual, beautiful, feminine way. I adore looking at and smelling roses. I love stopping throughout the day and taking 3 deep breaths. It gets me back into my body and grounded and centered. I have a tendency to like disassociate a little bit and be outside of my body and and I have to pull myself back in. Because I want to be here. I'm a soul having a human experience, but I've got this body, this Frida, right? This meat suit, this vessel. And I want to experience this life fully. So I'm like, get in here, soul. Come on, let's get in here. Sit in the lower 3 chakras, feel my feet, feel my physical form, feel the heaviness of me. I want to keep pulling myself in here. So I remind myself to get embodied all day long. And I do so by placing my hand on my heart and taking 3 deep breaths. And I love that. I love that. Really raises my energy, really raises my frequency. I genuinely, truly enjoy recording this podcast, talking to you. This lights me up. I never, ever thought that I would be a person that wanted to sit behind a microphone and run my mouth. I was always the support system, the backbone, the helper. And it didn't feel true for me to step in front of people because I was always so afraid of being attacked or scared of like fully being seen. And in my healing journey, in the work that I've done over these last 5 years, I have fully come into my power in a way where I'm just like, I can care less what anybody thinks of me. It is correct for me to use my voice. It is correct for me to speak out. I'm here for a reason. I'm here to share it, and I'm not afraid. There may have been many lifetimes where I was shut down in a certain way or taken out. Not this time. I'm safe. I know that through and through. Or, that is what I believe. I'm fully safe in this life. I can run my mouth as much as I want. So I love sitting here and sharing with you in this way. It is correct for me. And I love it. I truly, deeply, genuinely enjoy and love, love, love teaching. So in my container, Return to Self-Love, it is my bliss to wake up in the morning, to sit in meditation, to find out what I'm going to teach that day, and then to bring it to the people and work in that capacity, channeling divine light through my body and helping others. I I love it. And I love it. I feel selfish about it. Like, I feel selfish in my teaching. Like, yes, it is absolutely helping others, and I am watching my students like glow up on the daily. But it is so fun for me that it is just like miraculous. It's amazing. So that is just truly the pinnacle of like connecting the wealth to the work and that sort of thing. But it is just an honor to teach and be able to channel light for people. I do love, 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 and follow my bliss with swimming. I love to swim. I love to be in the water. I love the way the water feels on my skin. I love the turn at the end of the pool, like flipping and banking off and like sending myself in the opposite direction. My favorite part is the turns at the end. I just absolutely love the fantasy of swimming. When I'm swimming, my mind I say my mantra, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, as I swim. And just this fantasy element of being under the water is like a whole other world and a whole other reality. And I'm saying my mantra, but I'm also just daydreaming. And the daydream is about the sun. It's receiving. So I'm receiving from the water, the ecstasy and feeling of it. I'm receiving from the sun that's beating down through the clouds because I swim in an outdoor pool. I'm receiving just this time that I allow myself to enter a different world just for 30 minutes and swim. It's so different to be underwater than it is to be breathing the air in the way that just totally out of the water. To be in the water is so different. And to be embodied in the water, it just it's an ecstasy for me. I love it. I love moving my body in yoga. And occasionally, it's so funny, I'll peek at the clock, like, because I'll wonder, like, how much time has passed, because I can really lose myself in the yoga practice in a way where I'm just me moving my body connected to my breath. It is the moving prayer. And I lose track of time. So I'm like, how much time has gone past? I mean, I've taken the classes enough that I have a general sense, but it is always interesting. Yeah, so just being completely there and moving my body slowly. I try to move very slowly in yoga. I'm not fast, which is great because I'm in a geriatric yoga class, so we all move pretty slow anyway. But it is just this extension of meditation for me. It's less of the fitness and more of the meditative side of things. Although yoga is still a wonderful form of fitness, moving your body and stretching in that way is always of benefit. But it's not like a power yoga where I'm like, it's like, become a hottie toddy from this. It's not like that. Oh goodness, what else? I love Epsom salt baths. They help me get really grounded and just take a moment. And I have a rule. I don't take my phone into the bathtub with me. I used to, but I found that for me, when I lay in the tub, I want to close my eyes, and that's just my me time. Just 30 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes, and just be present. Be present with the hot water, be present with the salt on my skin, be present with the way I wash my face in the tub, and to just breathe and release, release, release. And I take baths all the time. Not every day, but very often. Something that brings me a ton of joy is to go get a gel manicure. And I only do it like a couple times a year. I used to always get it done like before Burning Man, but that's a whole, like Burning Man's not really, ever since the rain year, what was that, 2022? I was like, this isn't really in alignment for me anymore. The earth, the land was doing some talking, and the talking said, get GTFO off me. And I was just like, okay, cool. I'm not going to come out here until the land has rested. Well, they're not stopping the event, so the land can't rest. So, not really in alignment for me anymore. I have some issues with them. But like before, I really loved to go get my fingernails painted before Burning Man, gel manicure. They would look beautiful out there. That makes them stronger. And because that alkaline playa dust really just eats at your cuticles and makes your nails crazy. So going to get the gel manicure was always just like this incredible treat. Well, I still treat myself to that a couple times a year. I'll do it if like I'm going on a vacation or something and I want to look cute during the whole vacation. And I'll go and sit in the massage chair and like have my feet in the water and just really get pampered for a few hours and just really enjoy the foot massage and getting my nails done and get my toenails painted and all that kind of good stuff. And I just love the gel manicure on my fingernails that lasts solid 2 weeks. And it looks really good for 2 weeks. So yeah, it's just a blissed out, awesome experience. Love going to the nail salon a couple times a year as a total treat. I love having a cup of coffee, a pour over coffee first thing in the morning. And I get up early. I'm like a 4 or 5 o'clock a.m. riser. And that's my time, that morning time, all Frida all the time. My pour over coffee, sit in meditation, just really enjoy the sensation of it. The smell, how it affects my body, the energy of the coffee. I love it. And my body loves 1 cup of coffee. Now, my mind and my indulgences, if I'm not connected down in myself and listening to my body, would drink coffee all day until I was a jittery, high, blah, 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 blah. I would totally do that. But if I'm truly honest with my physical form, my body loves 1 cup of coffee, and then sometimes I'll have a decaf, and then that's that, because too much of a good thing, I don't know, there's an energy exchange in some way with coffee, and ultimately, I consider myself, I'll probably get to the point where I won't drink caffeine, but right now I'm still really enjoying it, and I'm loving that cup of coffee in the morning. Love the cream. Every once in a while, if I have a second cup, my second cup, I'll put a little stevia and cinnamon in it. Just love coffee. I love sleepy time tea at the end of the night. And I've been a sleepy time tea drinker for just, oh my gosh, since I was in high school. So for years and years and years and years. And there's some information that came out about maybe the quality of like actual tea bags isn't the best thing. So my husband was did this amazing thing for me. He looked up all the ingredients in sleepy time tea, and then he perfected the blend. So he orders them from a local shop online, and he orders all the different ingredients, and then he makes me the blend. And he's been doing this now for quite some time. He's had multiple orders of like bulk product come through our house where he mixes everything up in a bag and like keeps my little special container mason jar filled with the sleepy time tea blend, and he's sort of perfected the quantities to create the right thing. And it is such an act of service for me. It is just, that is a way he shows me love, is to create my sleepy time tea blend for me. It's so sweet. Oh yeah, but I don't know, those ingredients together, that sleepy time tea, it is a 10 for me. It will raise my vibration. I love it. It brings me great amounts of joy. I love the qualities and colors in nature. When I'm walking in nature, I love to be aware of the color of the blue in the sky, because it changes and just is always different. The magnificence of the clouds, where they're lying against the landscape. The dew and moisture in the trees, on the plants, on the flowers, the way the ground feels under my feet because it's constantly changing. Are there decomposing leaves? Is it mostly dirt? Is it slippery? Is it muddy? Like, what is it like? Oof. Oh, the color, the quality, the outdoors. I love it. It is my 10. It is my church. Nature is my church. And I love the lizards and the newts and the slugs and the little bugs that come along the trail. I love the butterflies and the birds, and sometimes I'll see cottontail bunnies or deer. I love all of the different critters and insects and caterpillars, all of the things in nature. When I go to nature, I feel like I am a talk show host running down the middle of the aisle and getting high fives from everybody. Or I feel like I'm on The Price is Right and I just got selected to go on stage. And the trees, I'm giving them all high fives and they're just like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, yes, I'm here. Hello, hello. Oh my God, yes, it feels so good to be a winner. I'm so excited to be here with you today. Oh my gosh, what do you guys want to talk about? Like, I just feel like I'm in ecstasy. It is like nature and being in the woods, I feel like so popular. I feel like I won the biggest award, or I'm on stage giving a giant speech and the trees are like, "What's going on with you, Frida? Tell us what's up." And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, "Oh my God, that's amazing. What's up with us is this, blah, 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 blah." And it's just really special. And I just feel really popular in the woods. So you can tell why I love to go there. I don't go there every day, but nearly. I go to some form of nature nearly every day because it keeps me grounded. It gets me in my body. It makes sure that I'm here and experiencing everything that this life has to offer in this physical form. And it is a very easy way for me to do so. It will return me right away to me. I've got a few more here that I would just share with you. Something that truly brings me back to myself and pulls me into a high vibration, especially when I'm having a hard time. If I am blue or something gets me down, or I'm experiencing, a period of being upset or just some depression, always this will bring me back to joy. And that is watching old episodes of Huell Hauser. So he is one of my gurus. Huell is a California television host that was on PBS, and he had multiple shows over the years. He was on television for decades. And Huell has a program called California's Gold, road tripping, and visiting with Huell Hauser. He might even have a few other TV shows that he ran briefly, but man, I love him. There's a game that you can play, and it's like, who are the 10 people, living or dead, that you would have dinner with if you could have a dinner party with like anybody through history that would be that you could learn from, or just who do you want to meet? Oh my gosh, always right on my right-hand side, I want to sit next to Huell Hauser, and I want to experience life through his eyes. Because to him, everything, absolutely everything has merit. Everything is amazing. That's amazing. Everything is delicious in Huell's world. And he means it. He's not blowing smoke up the people that he's interviewing. He truly, deeply enjoys and savors the beauty in the smallest things. And I want to live my life that way. He is my mentor. I want to walk through life being absolutely amazed by the quality of the beauty in everything around me, because it's astounding. Earth is amazing. There's beauty everywhere around us. And if we get out of our own way, my God, we can see it. So Huell Hauser television. If I'm feeling even slightly depressed, he brings me back up again. It's like if I'm in a hole, he can reach down in and just pluck me right out. Come on, Fried, let's go. Someday I will talk more about Huell Hauser, because he really, truly is a guru of mine, for sure. That is my man. That's my man. I love, as a projector and a guide, I love hearing from people, years and years and years often, later, how some advice that I have given or some guidance that had fallen out of my mouth because spirit came in and shot it out, rocketed out of my lips. I love hearing how that guidance changed, influenced, and formed someone else's life. This has happened to me over the years, over and over and over and over again. And as I get the older I get, the more I will hear back from somebody. Oh my God, do you remember 5 years ago at Burning Man and you said that thing to me that it totally shifted my perspective and my life changed in the following ways? Or, hey, remember that time that you just offhandedly mentioned the way that you invested in blah, 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 blah? Well, that got me thinking, and I ended up investing in blah, 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 blah. And 10 years later, and this is my career now, and this is that kind of thing. Or helping someone with their self-esteem, whatever it is. The amount of times that I have just been that voice that was a life-changing, pivotal moment for somebody, countless. But now I am of the age where I'm hearing back from people and finding these things out. Because as projectors, we kind of bump through the world and don't exactly know. And it's neat to get feedback because we don't always get feedback, right? But it's really neat to get that feedback, and it's humbling and very cool. And it's not something that I necessarily take responsibility for. What I take responsibility for is being a clear channel, working on my trauma and clearing my own stuff so that I can listen and so that I can allow spirit to talk through me. But yeah, that's really great, and I love it. And it is one of those aligned things to hear, and that brings me joy so much. Oh gosh, just taking a little quick peek at things that I had jotted down here. That seems good. I also jotted down Troll 2 and Mommy Dearest. Listen, those are two movies that, like, no matter what's going on, I'm always down to drop it and watch Troll 2 with a group of friends. And I'm always down to drop it and watch Mommy Dearest and just quote the heck out of it. That is some good times for me. Those things really raise my vibration and bring me joy. So you got your pen, you got your paper. You're going to write down things that make you happy. And then savor them. Something I might write on my list is like making super popcorn. So I love popping a big bowl of popcorn and then dumping in a bunch of other snacks into it, tossing some nutritional yeast in there, and then spending 30 minutes to an hour sitting there slowly eating this giant bowl of popcorn. That is a good time to me. Pair that up with Mommy Dearest or Troll 2, ecstasy. So take your list, write down your things, and those are going to point you in the direction of how to raise your vibration. And when you're doing those things and feeling good, feeling yourself in that higher frequency, that higher frequency is the place where that's where the magic is. That's where the miracles are. That higher frequency is going to help you hear your higher self. When you feel into what do I truly enjoy doing and then do those things, that is your path to understanding what you came here to do. Because our soul shows us through those energies of joy, bliss, alignment, enjoying yourself, happiness, fun, playfulness, laughter. That higher energy, that is pointing us towards what we came here for, what we came here to do. So just write these things down and then investigate this for yourself. Notice how you feel throughout the day. What are the things that you're doing that make you feel not so great? Can you do those less? What food, when you eat it, really makes your body move well and feel good? Can you eat those foods? Can you choose those more often? What doesn't sit well? What puts you in a food coma? What makes you really gassy or bloated? What doesn't sit, what digests really quickly through your body? Sort of figure it out, and then maybe you don't put those foods in your body as much, or make them a special treat. Or sort of know, how is that going to make me feel? Gosh, that really lowers my energy. So noticing, I'm asking you to really get to know you. If there was one thing in this entire podcast that there's a theme, it's about falling in love with yourself. It's about training your mind, meditation, mindfulness, and really getting you in touch with opening yourself up to being able to follow your own guidance. And so often we cannot hear our own guidance because we are piled on with all of the things around us. We're piled on with America, the school system. We're piled on with our parents' stuff. We're piled on with the friends, society, social media, all of the things that are sitting on top that tell you how to be a certain way in the world. You need to layer by layer by layer by layer excavate, peel off, remove, heal your trauma, heal all these different wounds and peel these layers off, decondition away from all of this stuff, clear the clouds from the crown of your head, and you will be able to get closer to your guidance and following you. It's absolutely doable because I've done it. Honeys, I used to hate myself and want to die, and now I love myself more than anything in the entire world, am connected to God, universe, source, and am living my best life. If I can do it, you can do it. Because the amount of trauma that I had to heal, oh my God. And please, I will be working for the rest of my life. This is it is a never-ending thing. And choosing to love myself, choosing my joy and following my bliss is a daily pursuit. The practice and study of me is my number one top priority. It's almost insufferable in some ways, and at the same time, my favorite thing in the world. And in doing so, to clear my channel has turned me into this conduit of divine light that I am able to then be a healer and help others as well. So hooray and joy all around. Oh, my loves. Well, I hope that this was a happy hump day healing for you. And I hope that you enjoy making your list. Really have fun with it. And keep it going. Keep an open tab. Maybe tape it on your wall. Take a look at it. Keep adding to it. When you find things that make you happy, put them on the list. I dare you to pursue your bliss. I dare you to go after the things that make you happy and bring you joy. Life is short. This body, this time, it's short, goes fast. You may as well. Why not? There's no reason to stay hidden and hiding in fear. False evidence appearing real. Get out there. Do the things you want to do. All right, my loves, it's been fun chatting with you today. And I wanted to tell you that I love you. God, Universe, Source loves you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Till next time, my friends.